couldn't wait until I swallowed that bite.
No, I could not wait until you swallowed that bite of burrito. The people need to see the burrito eating. Hold on, let me go to YouTube and see if it's like actually showing up on there or not. Okay, yep, we are live. Excelente. Okay. Nobody's in the comments yet, though, which...
No one's watching?
So, in other words, eat your burrito now.
Okay.
What kind of burrito is that?
I'm still trying to find your channel. God damn it. I made it with rice and beans and green pepper and fake beef.
What kind of fake beef do you use? Do you use the kind that's already ground up, or what?
Mm-hmm. I'm not skilled enough to make it myself.
I have used that before, and every time I have used it in something, it was way too goddamn salty. Like, it was actually so salty that it ruined it ruined the entire recipe. We tried to add more stuff to balance out the saltiness, and it just did not fucking work.
I always burn it.
Maybe that would help. Hello, everyone. Dave wants to see your burrito.
It's just a burrito. There's nothing really exciting about it.
First of all, burritos are exciting. Burritos are delicious. Mm-hmm. Oh, what I would like for some Chipotle right now. I hate living in a small town where there's my options are extremely limited, even with fast food. Because I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and at one point in history, Toledo, Ohio had the highest restaurant to people ratio of fucking anywhere in the United States or something like that. So I'm used to having a lot of restaurant options.
You mentioned Chipotle. We had a Chipotle open here in my relatively small town. And then it closed 6 months later because it wasn't getting business.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Chris is here.
Yay! Hello, everyone. Oh, no. Okay. So I'm wearing this giant cloak snuggie thing, right? And literally up until right now, it was not too warm for me to be wearing this. And then my heat turned on, and now I'm so I'll be right back as I change out of this. Sarah, entertain the people with your burrito.
It's a burrito. I don't know what's entertaining about that. I'm sorry. Why don't you all make your own burritos at home and send in pictures not to me, send pictures to XCultBaby of your burritos. And don't tell them that I told you to do that. Let them just be really confused. Let's see. Hey, hi, Sarah. And this is the first time watching a live stream of XCultBaby. Hi to you, Twitter friend.
Hello, hello. Hello. Hi. Stuttering Chris says he loves Taco Bell. And
everyone loves Taco Bell.
See, that's the thing. I don't think I love Taco Bell, but I love the smell of Taco Bell. So anytime somebody else gets Taco Bell, I'm like, I want Taco Bell now. But when I'm eating it, it's okay, but it's not it never wows me or anything. I've had better tacos, but whenever I smell it, I always want it anyway. And it's yes, I need Taco Bell specifically. So I kind of agree that I love Taco Bell, but it's not really that I love the taste of Taco Bell over other, Mexican food. But it's just that they put crack in there or something like that you just want more of it, even though it doesn't actually taste that good, but you still want it.
I like it because it's cheap.
Yeah, that's a good reason too. That's also a great reason to want Taco Bell.
So can we talk briefly about what happened on Faye's Twitter? Because it pissed me off.
Go ahead. I didn't see it. I only saw your tweet about it.
So Faye is
Faye the most gracious, anger spread thin, etc., etc. All the usernames she goes by.
Channel. Mm-hmm. She's gorgeous. So she posts pictures of herself being gorgeous sometimes, and she posted one today where it didn't show like clothes on her shoulders. So like I don't know if she wasn't wearing a shirt or if she just was wearing one that didn't have.
But it wasn't like her tits were out.
And even if it was, that's her goddamn business if she wants to do that.
You're gonna be like, ooh, don't take all your clothes off, blah blah. It's like, okay, dude, it's not like her tits were out. Calm down.
Yeah, someone replied with, I don't like the trajectory that you're going for. I didn't subscribe to a porn star and am not looking to be a voyeur. And so, Faye, I think that I will be unsubscribing and unfollowing, and I hope that you will change your mind about promoting your accounts and sites to be by revealing more. And like,
first of all, who said that that's her motivation? Why can't somebody just be like, I'm hot, I'm gonna post a picture of myself?
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, like slut shaming pisses me off so much.
You literally did just do a video about how slut shaming is dumb, and then immediately you see somebody, you're like,
like you're fucking.
Yeah.
If anybody holds those kinds of views, they can unfollow me too.
Yeah, and if anybody here's the thing, I feel weird about posting somewhat revealing pictures of myself on the internet, not because I think that it's, to be honest, I think that it's a Jehovah's Witness thing. I think it's just my past makes me feel like, even though in my head I'm like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this, and I look really great in this picture, and I want people to see it, but at the same time, oh, there's slightly more skin. There's skin. My skin is showing out here. So
that's fair.
I think that that's just a leftover hang-up, but I know that that's my own damn hang-up, and I don't go and put that on other people, you know?
Mm-hmm. And like my older sister, she's like, I don't want to say she's conservative because she doesn't like hold the view that other people should like do direct them to video. Okay, I'll link it after. But like she doesn't, and yes, go get fucked. She doesn't like being revealing or anything like that. She's not super into anything sexually. I don't think she's asexual, but you know, and like that's fine. If you don't want to like be like that,
then don't.
Yeah, but don't try and make other people be like that too.
Because realistically, there is nothing wrong with it. If you don't want to show off your body, then don't show off your body. Nobody's forcing you to. If other people do, it's every right. If you don't want to see that, you can unsubscribe, you can unfollow, but don't be like, ew, you're turning into a porn star. Nah. Like, that's unnecessary.
Not that there's anything wrong with porn stars.
Right. Not that there's even, and granted, if you're following a porn star, presumably it's to see naked photos. But so I guess I understand that I didn't follow a porn star, so I don't want to see naked photos. But A, she wasn't posting naked photos, and B, if you don't want to see people's revealing photos, then you can unfollow them.
That makes sense.
But you don't have to tell them, stop doing what you're doing. I hope you turn your life around because I'm a little bitch and I don't want to see you. Like, woo-hoo, wah. Go unsubscribe and just get over yourself. Like, when somebody posts something, when somebody starts to post things that I don't like to the degree that I don't want to see their posts anymore, I just unfollow them. I don't tell them, like, I don't go out of my way to be like, I don't like the way you're doing things, blah, 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 because it's their social media, and they can do whatever the hell they want with it. And if I don't like it, I don't have to see it.
Lost my train of thought. Oh, I've done that in the past, too. You don't have to, like, announce it all dramatically.
Yeah.
Okay, glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah, honestly, I get that. I understand why you wanted to bring that up as a topic, because I feel it. It's stupidity. It's dumb. Just don't get it. And, like, literally the other day, one of my friends sent me a nude photo just to be like, okay, I'm going to send this to this guy. What do you think? Is it too much? Is it tasteful? Is it? And I was like, I think it's good. You cropped it just before your tits, and you clearly just got out of the shower. That is, like, nice. But, like, I don't send nudes but I'm not going to shame my friend for sending nudes. Because she's not, I mean, she sent them to me because she asked me first if it was okay, and I was like, sure. But if I didn't want her to send me nudes, she wouldn't. I would just ask her not to. It's just like, it's none of your business how much somebody else wants to show their body off. And if you don't want to see it, just don't look. Like, what? This doesn't seem difficult, but...
Yeah. It's
oh well. Yes, I am an expert nude photo consultant. As Sarah will also tell you.
You had to bring that up?
Yeah, I did. So when Sarah came over to visit me, she showed me one of her old, I don't even remember what social media account it was. I don't even remember what platform it was on. It's probably better that I've forgotten, so people don't go looking for it. That she used to post nudes on, and I was just scrolling through and laughing at her captions, like,
yeah, I did a terrible job.
They were bad captions. Like, the photos were good, but the captions made me laugh because they were kind of like cheesy, and I was like, this is solid. So yes, I am an expert nude consultant. However, that doesn't mean send me your nudes and ask me to rate them. Please don't. Please don't. Unless you have also seen me naked or mostly naked just because we're that close of friends, please don't show me your naked body. That's my rule.
But then how do you know when you've reached that level?
If I'm having a conversation with you after I just walked out of the shower, then probably that's it. That's it, probably.
I think I have certain church bells, which is weird because it's not on the hour.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like 12. It's like 2:12. Well, here it is. It's like 12:12 there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chris, you did not shower in shorts. Please tell me that was a joke. I know you're a funny man, but please confirm this is a joke. That would kill me. I'm like, oh, Chris, no. But you know, the funny thing is, I know that there are people in the world who are legitimately so uncomfortable with being naked that they actually do, like, wear a swimsuit in the shower, which is wild.
How do you even properly get clean if you're wearing a swimsuit?
You just kind of like, I must be clean. I don't want to be naked. Like, I don't get it. But, I mean, hell, I sleep naked. Like, I can't, literally, unless I am so cold that I just absolutely have to have clothes on, I sleep better if I don't have clothes on.
I can't sleep naked. I can sleep without a shirt on, but I can't sleep without bottoms on, whether it's underpants or pants. Or...
See, it's the other way around for me. If I am cold enough that I have to wear at least one article of clothing, it's going to be a shirt. Everybody's different.
Yep.
Everybody's different.
Let's see. There's 7 people watching now. Do you think any of them have used this as an excuse to picture us naked, or?
I mean, it's kind of inevitable because we're talking about it. That reminds me.
Okay, don't be ashamed.
Yeah, that reminds me of a conversation that Nathan and I were having yesterday about how sexual fantasies are almost always embarrassing to some degree, in the sense that, like if you were having sex with somebody and then you were like, what are you thinking about, in the middle of it, that would immediately bring the mood down, because it's like, the thing that I'm picturing in my mind is only sexy when I'm just thinking about it, and describing it will make it much less sexy. You know what I mean? Like, when you think of, like, your sexual fantasies only exist in your head, but then if somebody else is like, tell me about it, you're like, maybe I don't want to do that, because now it's weird. Now it's weird now. But, like, everybody has sexual fantasies that they would probably not act out in real life, and that's okay. Like the idea, like, I think Nathan said something to me about how he thought it would be weird but also flattering to think that he was in somebody else's sexual fantasy, and I'm like, Nathan, it's kind of inevitable that you are because you've interacted with people. And how many times has somebody that you even thought was mildly attractive appeared in your sexual fantasies? Like, it just happens. You don't even have to make it happen. It's just like, all right, I'm going to fill this face in with that hot person I saw today. Like, that's just, it just happens. Yeah. Just be like that. Can't control it. Just as long as you don't, go creeping on that person and try to get actual pictures of them naked.
Can you highlight the imagine having a dream one?
What? Oh, wrong one. Because the
have had this happen with coworkers and with classmates.
You know what? I have too.
And with people that I really, really wish I didn't have sexual dreams about. That I told you about that.
Yep. It just be like that. You can't really control how.
You really can't.
You can't really control who pops up with your sexual fantasies. Mm-hmm. And you can't explain it either because it's all a very visceral, emotional thing. It's not a thing that you're like, okay, who do I want to think about while I'm masturbating or whatever it is? Like, you're not like controlling it. It's just like what pops into your head, and your brain's like, that'll work. Like, you're not really thinking about it.
Chris dreams about holding hands with people. That's so dirty.
You scandalous bitch. Nasty. I love Chris.
I love Chris so much.
I want to get clear. I am drinking water. Just water. Because I
yeah, me too.
I am only saying this because I've been hella dehydrated lately because I've just been sitting around the house and I mean, I have juice, I have pop, but I don't drink that much like liquid. Like, I hardly ever get like thirsty. Like, I have to be like, there has to be drinks in the fridge for me to want to drink. And I'm like looking for food. And then I'm also like, I guess I'll also grab a pop. But I'm never just like, I want a pop. Like, I have to see it to want it. Is that weird?
I think it's more weird how much I drink pop.
So I'm always dehydrated. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have a productive day today. So if I'm going to do at least one thing, it's going to be that I'm going to drink this mason jar full of water.
Just I try to always get through
one healthy thing for myself.
Wait, I've got this big old water bottle. I try to always get through this water bottle at least once a day.
See, that's a good goal. I tried one time trying to like drink a gallon of water a day, and I did it, but I only did it the one day because I was like, I have a job. I can't be going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. This is ridiculous. I can't do this.
Well, now you don't have a job. Well,
nah, I mean, YouTube is kind of my job.
You can pee as many times in your house as you want to.
That's true. That's true. That reminds me, earlier today I said something goofy to Nathan, which was just like, Nathan, I have to confess to you, I'm really into this guy that I met at work. Of course, I'm working from home, but, he's really cute. I just wanted you to know. Because I'm a fucking dork.
That's adorable.
Atheist News has given up on soda. Good for you, man. Honestly, if I could get Nathan to give up soda, that would be incredible. I don't know if it's possible, though.
I've tried to give up on soda so many times in my life. I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, okay, if I can just drink a reasonable amount of soda, I'll be
at least that would be good. And then Nathan has, over the course of the last, I think that it was kind of a New Year's resolution of his to cut down on how much soda he's drinking. He has a strict limit, which he has stuck to, and I'm very proud of him for it, of 3 sodas a day. And I know that still sounds like a lot, because it is, but that was a limitation for him. And he talks about it constantly, like, I want another soda, but like, I've reached my 3 for the day. I'm going to stop. And I'm just like,
that's hard.
You, baby.
Like, it still sounds like a lot, but like, if it's cutting back for him.
That's cutting back for him. So it's
impressive.
Still something. I mean, his room used to be just constantly covered in empty and half-empty soda cans. It was insane. And every time I would be like cleaning up the room, I would like take every can and like put them in front of Nathan. And I'd be like, oh, and by the way, this one is only half empty. You didn't even finish this one. Oh, and this one's half empty too.
Sounds kind of like me, to be honest. It's amazing how addictive it is.
It is. It's just caffeine. It's just caffeine.
And I think it's the sugar is a lot of it too.
That's true, because you feel a lot more filled when you're eating something sugary than if you're drinking something sugary. So I guess you probably just wouldn't eat as much as you would drink sugar. That makes sense, I guess. I think.
Now Nathan's in the live chat saying caffeine is so good.
You know, caffeine's only okay. Oh, Nathan. Oh, Nathan. Nathan's in the chat. Hello, Nathan.
That's what I was saying.
How's work today, honey? Good? Okay. I'm sure it's super boring, actually. If you're in the live chat right now, that means work's super boring.
Walmart, right? Or am I supposed to say that?
People don't know where we live. It's fine. Yeah, he works at a Walmart selling phones.
They live at 123
Don't dox me, you whore. How dare you? Okay, but
you definitely live on Sesame Street.
But at least people don't know how to get there. People are always saying, "Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to dox myself like that. I'm not going to tell you how to get to Sesame Street."
I honestly
Lord Falconist, Nathan does not drink coffee or tea or even hot chocolate. He does not like warm drinks. He doesn't like them.
Makes sense.
Yeah. One of the places we went on our first date, which is now where we intend to get married at, was a coffee shop. And I didn't drink coffee at the time either, but he brought me to a coffee shop, and I was like, this place is great. It's a coffee shop that's also a bookstore, so that was kind of the special appeal of it. Yeah, it's a great place.
That's cool.
And we went there, and we were in line to get stuff, and I was just like, ooh, look at all the stuff. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. And then when we get to the front of the line, I'm like, do you want anything? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why did you bring me here then? But like, it was a really cool place. I still was happy to be there, but at the time, it was just like, why do you even hang out here if you don't drink tea or coffee or hot chocolate or any hot beverage? That's kind of what this place is about. But the other thing the place is about books, and we like books, so.
Books are good.
Yeah. Books are good. Glass of water, Diet Cola, cup of coffee.
I was just reading that too.
Honestly, that's kind of a mood. I used to drink coffee almost every day when I actually worked at a coffee shop. But now, alas, I do not.
I don't like coffee. It's so bitter and yucky.
I mean, I don't know. I've had bad, bitter coffee, don't get me wrong. But I've also had, like, good, not bitter coffee. I don't know. I think it's just a taste you get used to. And I hate to say that because people always said that to me, and I was like, oh, I'll never get used to it. It's nasty. And then I became a coffee drinker. And then people were like,
it makes sense.
Get used to the taste of alcohol. And I was like, oh, I'll never drink alcohol. It's nasty. Yeah. See how that works.
I still think alcohol tastes gross.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what keeps me from drinking. Actually, okay, so I'm really not supposed to drink because mental health and because meds. But, like,
you froze, Sarah.
Quarantine? So I got drunk. What?
Repeat that sentence, because you froze for a bit.
Oh, so I'm really not supposed to drink because, like, mental health reasons and because medicine and stuff, but, like, quarantine is boring. So, the other night I got drunk for the first time in well over a year. But other than that, I don't drink.
I wasn't there.
You were not there. No, you were quarantined in Ohio, and I was quarantined in Idaho.
We could have at least, like, sent each other pictures holding our glasses.
We could have, I guess. Yeah. My glass was like a paper cup from Burger King because I just mixed vodka with soda.
Christy Abbey, AA turned me atheist. I want to hear that story. That's
me too.
That's interesting. I want deets, just saying, because that's interesting. But the thing that I have really been trying to keep myself from right now is candy, because I have a lot of candy in the house. And the thing is, I used to eat candy a lot more. So people buy me candy all the time, but then I'll eat, and then more. Like I'll eat a little, and then it'll be a while before I touch it again. But now I'm just sitting on my ass all day surrounded by candy, and guess what? I'm just
eating
like,
lots of candy. The thing that got me to stop eating absurd amounts of candy and snack cakes was going vegan. Like, I'm not doing the healthiest job of it, but I'm not going up to the store and getting Kit Kats all the time. That has helped a lot.
That's fucking solid. God, I want to be vegan in the sense that I know that it's the right thing to do. Like, I know that I would like to be vegan, ideally. Or at the very least, I wish that I could ethically source my animal products. Like, I wish that I just had a farm, had some chickens, some milk cows, could just get my own shit or something.
That's like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. I know that. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. My aunt actually, who lives in Toledo, which is a city, like an urban city, has like 8 chickens in her backyard. She's the most fucking DIY person I know, and she just built a chicken coop. Like, just built it herself.
That's pretty cool.
She is pretty fucking cool. Despite the fact that she was the person that I told my sin to, and she was the one that said I had to meet with the elders or else she would have to tell on me. But that's honestly like par for the course for pretty much any Jehovah's Witness. Like, I'd really be surprised if she didn't do that. That's not even like a fault of her character. It's just like, yeah, that's just par for the course for a Jehovah's Witness. But back to the chickens. She lives next to my grandmother. So she convinced my grandmother to take down the fence in her backyard, thus extending their backyard into one giant backyard, because you're only allowed to have a certain amount of chickens per property. So by knocking down the fence between their backyards, she was able to keep double the amount of chickens and just say, well, technically half of them belong to Pat. They're her chickens. So it's fine.
That's awesome.
she's just like that. And she's got a bunch of cats and dogs, and this woman would get goats if she could. Like, she lived in like some southern western state somewhere, had a farm and stuff. Oh, Sarah,
that was on purpose.
Why?
I had to do something real quick.
Oh.
When I first met Connor, they had chickens and goats, but that's different because that wasn't the city. That was the middle of nowhere. It was in a town that had a population of like, I think, less than 100 people. So
yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah,
it was cool though.
The city.
It was cool except for when I'd spend the night. One of the goats was really loud and would constantly wake us up. Well, it would wake me up. He was used to it.
Yeah. You know what's weird? And I was thinking about this the other day. The sounds that you grow up surrounded by just become your normal. Like, I can sleep pretty close to train tracks and not really be bothered by it. And other people are like, oh, fuck, in the middle of the night, there's a train, what the hell? And I'm just like, that's sleepy time sounds, dude. Train tracks
are kind of relaxing. Sounds. Trains and traffic.
Yeah, that's city folk growing up. And then you go to a country and it's just like bugs, like just a chorus of insects outside, and you're like, how does anyone sleep through this?
If I have trouble sleeping, I put on white noise on my phone.
My meditation app has a sleep sounds thingy on it.
Cool.
So I use that almost every night. It's weird.
Now there's an eyelash in my eye. Cool.
Sarah, do you do your makeup every day?
No.
Okay.
I did this when you said you wanted to go live.
Oh, yes. Well, that was a good idea on your part. I'm this.
I wanted to use this lipstick. I bought purple lipstick for the thing we were gonna do and then decided not to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I want to wear the purple lipstick.
Don't reveal it, because maybe we'll do it next year. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I hope we do.
I was kind of glad it got canceled this year, though.
Because we're all just like, oh, I'm stuck inside and I'm so depressed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad I have stuff to do. You know, between like YouTube and school and my peer educator stuff that we're doing online. Yeah, I'm glad I'm at least not terribly bored.
I wish that I had stuff that I had to do. Like, I've been trying to work on YouTube, and I'm just gonna have to do more collabs, honestly. During this pandemic, I'm just gonna have to do a lot more collaborative stuff, because getting myself to just sit in front of a camera, Actually,
I'll collab with you.
Huh?
I'll collab with you.
Of course. I actually had a call with Ocean a little while ago, and it was supposed to just be like a 5 to 10 minute call of us like getting some facts straight for a video that I was doing, and it ended up turning into 3 hours because we both have ADHD. So, you know, we just kind of went off in the weeds repeatedly in every sort of direction, and we just were like, oh, it's been 3 hours. I have things to do. I'm sorry, I have to go. Bye.
That's like that call with you and me and Andy and Dan, and it was just like an ADHD fest.
Oh, Ethan, yes, I do use Headspace. That is the meditation app that I use. And yes, and that one also has sleepy sounds on it, so that's nice. Why does my head hurt more now that I've been drinking all this water? But anyways, Ocean and I had been talking about a few things that gave us ideas for like, oh, we need to collab on that in the future. Like, there is a particular branch of paganism that is very cult-like, and we thought about doing some stuff on that, talking about that. And we thought about maybe doing a video together just where we examine polytheism in the Bible, because I don't know if you remember seeing my video on like Moses, where it was like throughout the story as you're reading it, it's pretty obvious that whoever wrote it didn't think, oh, the Egyptian gods are fake, but the Hebrew God is real. It was very much written as the Hebrew God is the most powerful one and is totally owning the Egyptian gods, but the Egyptian gods are real and also did things. They just weren't powerful enough to stop Yahweh. But they were not portrayed as non-existent at all. Like, that was not the case. So we thought about maybe just doing a video later in the future, just examining polytheism in the Bible. So that would be fun. And of course, we need to collaborate on some more stuff.
Yes. Collabs are great.
Atheist News wants me to co-host some point. I mean, hell, sure. Like I said, I'm not doing a whole lot. So Sara too, honestly. Although you are a little bit more busy than me, as we just discussed, you actually do have some things to do. Fortunately.
Nothing fun.
But it's
some fun
keeping you occupied.
Yeah.
As opposed to just being stir crazy.
I'm having such a hard time staying motivated, though. Like, online classes just don't do it for me.
And it doesn't help that the weather... I hate March. It's my least favorite month. Because the weather is so like, oh, it's 30 degrees. Oh, it's 50 degrees. Oh, it's sunny. Oh, it's rainy. Oh, it's overcast. Like, it goes back and forth so much between being like, maybe it's spring. Ha, psych, it snowed today. Like, it makes me, like, get depressed when it gets, like, all overcast and shitty outside when it was 50 degrees the day before, because it's like, spring? No. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. You know, like, that's how
I mostly hate the spring wind. Hate wind.
I really hate wind. When I'm riding my bike, like, it doesn't matter if it's cold out, but it will matter if it's windy, because then I'm not going to be able to get fucking anywhere. If it's more than, like, if the wind is going more than 10 miles per hour, I can't ride my bike.
Same with my longboard. Or I can ride it, but it's a lot slower and it's really annoying.
Yeah, and I used to ride my bike to work, and that was even more like a pain in the ass. It just could not, like, I just can't. Like, it's so difficult that it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, I might as well be walking because I'm not going much faster and I'm putting a lot more work into it.
I was thinking, I don't know how I got to this thought. But he was talking about a bike, and I was thinking about, like, the stationary bikes at the gym, and then I was thinking about treadmills, and I was thinking about how I was thinking that I wished I had a treadmill.
I wish I had a treadmill, too.
Yeah. Like, I just put it on my back patio. What? I
said I wish my cats had a treadmill, mostly Gus.
Yeah. Yeah, Salem, too.
He's a little fatty.
Where is Salem? I don't know.
And it's difficult because Dr. Salami is so tiny and skinny and bony and old. I want her to have unlimited access to food. She should be able to eat as much as she wants. But Gus needs to cut back. And I don't know how to make that happen. Because of the two of them, Gus is the one that's more agile. So it's not like I can hide food from Gus that only Dr. Salami can get to. If anything, it's the other way around. I can only move things to where Gus can get, but she can't.
What if you did, like, put it in, like, a box that's, like, face down, and you cut a hole in the box that's big enough for Dr. Salami to get through, but not big enough for Gus to get through?
Okay, that could work if my cats weren't so stupid. They have to see the food to be able to, like, know. Like, even if I show it to them and then put it under the box, they'll both be like, where'd the food go? Where's the food? It's like, it's
no
right,
object permanence.
You saw me put it there. It's right there.
But I have that same problem with, you know, it's funny, Oliver used to be overweight, but then we got Salem, and Salem eats so much food now that Salem's, like, massive, and Oliver's, like, a normal weight now.
Because Salem stole all the food. Incredible.
And, like, halfway it's good because Oliver's not overweight anymore, but then on the other hand, Salem's more overweight than Oliver ever was.
Yeah, that's not great.
No, it's not. At least they're still cute.
That's true. I call Gus all sorts of weird names relating to his chunkiness. Call him Chunky, Chunky, Shungo Wungo, Chunky Wunky, etc.
I usually just refer to Salem as my fat little man.
Fat little man. That's also one that I use for Gus. My chunky little man. Some little fucking man. Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page with cat names. It's just, they're chunky and cute and bad. That's our cats. The one
we need a video of ex-cult babies' cats being stupid.
I should do a video of them being stupid. I will. I can do that. I can do that because they are stupid often enough, but they're also lazy. Like, when they're not, like, Dr. Salami never gets the zoomies, but when Gus does, he's like, and then he's like, "Oh, pet me!" Like, when he gets weird, he gets real weird. But then when he's not in that mode, he's just like. And he'll just sleep anywhere. He falls asleep in the laundry basket. He falls asleep. If you leave a coat or an article of clothing on the floor, they will almost always sleep on it. Where else does he fall asleep weirdly?
Does Dr. Salami ever meow so loudly that you have to re-record part of your video?
It's actually, my last video, if there is a part where you can hear her meowing in the background, I keep them out of the room when I'm recording, and it's Still not enough. Dr. Salami will randomly meow. And it's so weird because it's like, do you need attention? What do you want? Because then when you come into the room and you're like, what? She just looks at you like, hi. And I'm like, hi. You know I'm in the other room. The door is open. Why did you call me here instead of just going where I am? And then she starts purring and you're like, it doesn't matter. She's just...
Salem would like sit in the kitchen just out of view of where we are in the living room and just start like screaming in cat language until we'll like call his name so he knows where we are, and he'll stop for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll start back up again, and then like a few minutes later he'll finally come in. But
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're loud. I can't count how many times I've had to re-record things or wait for someone to shut up or get out of the litter box because they're scratching all loud. Or
mm-hmm. Cats are foolish, silly, and
I'm glad
foolish.
I'm not the only one wearing pajama pants.
You think? Okay, funny story. The last time I went outside for a walk, I put on jeans and I realized that I've been gaining weight because those motherfuckers barely went on. And when I went back and sat inside and sat down, I immediately had to like unbutton my pants because it was like, oh no, these were not that tight before, because I could comfortably sit in these pants before and now I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still went on, but sitting in them was hell. I was like, nope,
mm-hmm.
Apparently I need to start working out. And it's not like, here's the thing, I'm okay with being a little chunky. What I'm not okay with is having to buy an entirely different wardrobe. And I haven't noticed that I've gained weight because all I've been wearing for the most part is pajama pants and sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
So, oopsie. Oh well. Oh.
It's hard. It's hard not to gain weight when you're stuck inside all the time. Mm-hmm. I imagine everyone's going to be at least 10 pounds heavier at the end of quarantine.
I don't know about 10 pounds, but... Footy maybe pajamas? Ethan, you're in footy pajamas! What kind of footy pajamas? Are you a little... footy pajamas?
I'm picturing, like, the pajamas from A Christmas Story.
Yes!
Yeah, with the bunny.
Nathan's family watches that, like, every year, and, like, it's
one
not
of my favorites.
Last Christmas, but the Christmas before that, they actually got him the Christmas Story bunny rabbit.
That's costume. Cute.
It was.
Does he still have it?
Pictures. Yes, he still has it.
Good.
I'll make him wear it for a video sometime.
Can be like his Halloween costume.
He actually wanted to do that, and I was like, no, Nathan, we have to be matching demons. We have to be demons. And he was like,
well, maybe this year you should get a bunny costume, and you could both be bunnies.
He could be like a footy pajama bunny, and I can be a sexy bunny. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. The male and female Halloween, regular and sexy.
Just plain black onesie, but I do have a Pikachu onesie and a Deadpool one. Oh, I used to have the coolest Deadpool, like, romper, and it had, like, a hood to it, and then my dog ate the crotch out of it. Dogs are gross.
See, that's one of the things that I think about when I think about getting a dog. Is like, yeah, the dog probably won't pee everywhere like my cats do, but dogs are louder more frequently than cats are, I think. Well, at least because my cats are loud randomly. Dogs are loud about specific common things.
It's more predictable, though, with dogs. Like, I know that if Buddy's barking at the door, someone's probably at the door, and I probably just didn't hear him knock, you know?
But I guess with cats, it's like, I know there's nothing I can do to stop you because you're not doing it for any reason. Whereas because dogs have a reason, it's like you know it's going to happen. Because...
Yeah, but you also know how to stop it.
I don't know. I don't know about that, because I've definitely seen dogs bark at some nonsense and then just have no way to get them to stop. Because it's nonsense that you can't control. It's like somebody's walking outside, you know?
How dare somebody be near my house?
Yeah, then the dogs are like, hey, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And you're just like, shut up.
I had a Zoom meeting for my peer educator thing the other day, Mm-hmm. And, like, it went fine for, like, the first 45 minutes, and then an Amazon delivery came, because I ordered soap, because there wasn't any at the store, and it came, and the dog just had to protect me from the scary package.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes it's very inconvenient.
With cats, to me, it's like, they're gonna do it randomly, and it'll end in a minute or two, and then it's like, whatever, it's over. I can't control it. There's nothing I can do about that. But then with a dog, it's like, oh no, there's gonna be an Amazon delivery, which means my dog is definitely gonna bark. Like, I don't know. To me, that's more annoying.
Yeah, and it would probably depend on the dog a little bit too.
That's true.
Like with Buddy, it's usually pretty easy to get him to stop, to get him to shut up. But like my mom has 2 dogs who are very vocal, and they'll just bark at everything, and you can't get them to shut up. And then it depends on the cats too. Like some people's cats are like fine and totally chill and stuff, but then some cats are really annoying. Yeah. Like Salem.
Dr. Salami will just meow randomly, but she doesn't usually do it for too long or too often. Like, she does it more in the morning before she's been fed, and then she'll randomly do it throughout the day, but not that frequently. And then Gus, like, he sometimes meows when he's sitting and looking out a window, but I don't know why, but it's only happens sometimes randomly and for a short period of time. So it's like,
come here, boy.
Nothing I can do about it. Is that Buddy? Are you bringing Buddy?
I'm trying to. Here, I'll give you a piece of food. You'll come for the food. Oh, I dropped the food.
Oh.
Eat it off your bed. Come here. Oh. I'd show you what you're missing by not having a dog.
Buddy boy.
Let's take off your collar so that we don't flash my phone number to the world.
Yeah, I've had to do that too. Baby buddy boy.
Anyway, so do you have any video planned for this week?
The next video I make will probably be whatever won my patron poll of the month. It looks like it's either going to be an atheist Bible reading or shoot, I can't remember what the other one was. But I have some other future ideas. Obviously, I just told you about the ones that I want to do with Ocean. Mm-hmm. That may not be this month. And probably at least one of them will be this month, though. I have a feeling.
Well, this month ends in like 4 days.
Well, you know what? I meant the next month. I mean, like, not now, but then. I want to do, because I just had a sudden realization when talking to Andy the other day, like, oh my God, I was in the American Sign Language Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses for like 6 years, and I have never talked about the unique experiences of being in a sign language congregation. Never really talked about it. And there are some, like, believe you me, and some of it's fucked up, obviously, because it's a cult. But yeah, so I'm probably going to do a video on that soon as well, because it's very interesting, I feel like. And it's one of the aspects of Jehovah's Witness life that not as many people know about. So, unique insights there from me, hopefully.
That'll be fun.
What are your upcoming video plans?
Talking about the whole idea that there's no hope in atheism this week.
That's a good one, because I've never gotten that. Even when I was like a Christian, I really never went around thinking that atheism was hopeless and stupid, because I knew atheists and they weren't going around being like, everything sucks and I can do whatever I want, I guess. I can just go around killing and raping because there's no God. Like, I didn't know atheists super well, and I sure as hell didn't talk about religion with them very much. But, like, I just saw them living their lives and was like, okay, so clearly they have some sort of moral system. And in my head, that moral system was, the fact that God had written some stuff on their hearts. But that wasn't like, it wasn't contradictory to me that I also kind of like, and if somebody had told me, well, even if God hadn't written stuff on our hearts, I have this line of reasoning that's led me to believe that I should act morally, I would have accepted that. I would have been like, okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, the whole like, oh, atheism has no hope, you can't even be good, what is even the point of being alive, you should blah, blah, blah. Like that has never made sense to me. And when I got into YouTube atheism and I saw this apologetic everywhere, I was like, where the hell did this come from? Who thinks like this? Have these people just never met an atheist? Like, what is the logic here? Have they just never known a person who doesn't believe in God and still just like lives a normal life?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Like, they have the reasons behind it, but the reasons don't pan out, you know?
Yeah, and even if you think that someone doesn't have a good reason for hope, even if you think, well, my reason is better and you don't have that reason, it doesn't mean like therefore you're hopeless. It's like therefore obviously you have something else going for you, because you're clearly not hopeless. You obviously are living your life and not just giving up and feeling sad all the time. So clearly you have something. It may not be what I have, but obviously something. Like, duh.
They say that about trans people too. Some I double F.
Yeah, you are double F'd that way. I don't get it with trans people. Like, oh, I have no hope because I am expressing myself the way that I want to.
What is it like?
That doesn't follow.
That I don't understand. That does not make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't follow. But that's the thing that a lot of the problem with a lot of these kind of these more fundamentalist ideologies that involve things like, well, you can't be trans, you can't be homo, blah blah blah, and when they can't come up with a reason for it, they just have to say, well, God has said that's the best way to live. It's the best way for you. So they have to assume you're miserable. Like, that you're secretly miserable, or that you would really be happier some other way. So, because otherwise that's a conflict. When they can't come up with a scientific reason or whatever, they just have to say, well, you can't really truly be the happiest you could be if you do it this way. So when we are happy and living our lives, it's like, but not really though, right? You know, like, you've got some bad shit going on, right? And when it's like, yeah, I had a lot more bad shit going on when I was in the closet, actually. I'm a lot better now. They can't accept that.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about transphobia and homophobia and how much it pisses me off. Like, just accept people. Just, it doesn't hurt you, and it makes them happy. And just...
Yeah.
I mean... Obviously, it's a little deeper than that, but
yeah, when I did
really
my video about whether or not Jehovah's Witnesses are really homophobic, it was very much a focus on like, okay, so maybe you're somebody who's just like, love the sinner, hate the sin, and you think that's fine and that's not homophobic. Like, actually, it is. Because the thing that you consider sin is not bad for us. It is, in fact, good for us. So even just the part where you think that that is bad, but you can still be nice to us, that's still bad. Sorry.
It's a part of a person's identity.
Yeah. It's like, that's actually who I am, and you can't just like me as a person, but hate that part of me and have that be chill. Like, not chill.
Doesn't work like that.
Yeah, because it's like, it's like when people say that they're colorblind, it's like, so if my color doesn't factor into it, are you saying that you would treat me differently if you did recognize that I was brown? Like, that's the implication. It's like, oh, I don't even notice people's skin color. It's like, okay, so if you did notice people's skin color, that would affect it? Because what I'm looking for is you to acknowledge that I am who I am as a whole, and that being okay. Like, if your solution is I just won't acknowledge that part of you, so I'll treat, and that will allow me to treat you like a person, that's still not cool. Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh well. People be cray.
People are dumb.
I'm almost at the bottom of this mason jar of water, and I'm proud of myself, but I'm gonna have to pee like a motherfucker when this stream is over.
I'm proud of you, though.
Thank you. because my lips are dry as hell. They're not chapped because I exfoliate, but they are dry as hell. So I really need to get hydrated.
I should exfoliate.
You don't exfoliate. Okay. First of all, you've got two kinds of exfoliants. You've got the chemical kind that basically just takes the layer of your skin that's completely dead and is just like, nope, we're getting rid of that hoe. And then there's the kind that's a scrubby, and it's either like a scrubby surface or like a sugar or a salt scrub that just uses friction to get rid of it. I prefer the friction-based kind, personally, because I feel like if you do that regularly, you really don't need a chemical peel. Like, I exfoliate every other day. If you exfoliate too much, you will make your skin worse. But I have found that for me, exfoliating every other day keeps it smooth and exfoliated and everything without being too much. So you kind of got to figure that out for yourself, but definitely don't exfoliate every day. Like, do not do that. If you don't necessarily want to invest in a good scrub right away, my second best solution for you would be to go to Walmart and get one of those scrubby face pads. They're washcloths, but one side of the washcloth is sort of like a scrubby material, so that can exfoliate. And just try using it every other day and see how that works out for you. But
I will do that
if you
when I leave the house again.
Yeah, if you get a scrub, do your research first, because there are some scrubs out there that have like apricot pit, and that's actually terrible for your pores. Like, it will get in your pores and clog them. So
it's illogical.
Yeah.
Why would they put that in there?
I know. Because it's a good exfoliant, but it also makes your skin worse in other ways. So scrubs you have to be a little bit more picky about, because you actually have to know what's in them and if what's in it is good for your skin. But for just general, like, okay, I'm gonna rub my face and get the dead skin off, just use like a scrubby face washcloth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's skincare with X-Cult Baby. Skincare 101.
We're learning all kinds of things today.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and drink water. That's also good for your skin.
That's true. When I've very much noticed that when I'm being good about drinking water, my skin is a lot clearer. Like, less acne and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, I find that I have less acne when I exfoliate regularly, because after I exfoliate, then I put my products on, the stuff that's supposed to keep me from getting pimples, and it can penetrate my skin a lot easier without that dead skin cell layer that's just kind of doing nothing but clogging.
What do you use for the product?
Just basic stuff like God, I don't even remember the brand, but it's some basic like brand from that you can find at Walmart. That's just like a lotion that's supposed to also prevent acne. And of course, when I'm actually like in the shower, I have a 3-step thing where first I exfoliate with a scrubby cloth, and then I apply my face wash, and then after the face wash, I apply an almond-based scrub. So I'm exfoliating twice and washing once. But I've found that, at least for my skin, as long as I'm not exfoliating more often than every other day, that's not too much for me. Like, it just works good without doing too much. Drinking hot water is good for acne. That's interesting.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Never heard that before.
I drink room temperature water. I don't know if that makes a difference. But
cold water hurts my teeth.
Cold water is actually better for your skin than hot water. If you want to open your pores up before you wash your face so it can really get in there, use steam, but don't apply hot water directly to your face. And then when you're actually applying water to your face, use cooler water. Doesn't have to be like cold, but like not burning hot. That's all my skincare advice that I have off the top of my head. And the reason that I have all of it is because my dad gave me a hard time when I was in high school for having acne, which has made me obsessed with skincare.
Trauma. That's mean.
You didn't see that.
Didn't see what?
Spill water on myself just now.
I didn't see it though.
I know you didn't see it. I'm telling you, you didn't see it. Anyways, but yeah. Yeah, when I was a teenager, my acne wasn't even that bad. Like it was only like my acne was only a little bit worse than it is now, which is still like just kind of eh. And I don't know if it's just because I don't know what his deal was with always nagging me about skincare, but like he was always nagging me about skincare and like telling me that my face was dirty and shit, and I was just like, I am a teenage girl. Why are you doing this to me? Like, what is your deal?
Teenagers do not need any extra reasons to feel insecure.
Right. Like, and I knew that. So it wasn't even just like, that hurts my feelings. It was just like, I am a teenage girl. Why are you saying this to me? I have so many other problems already and self-esteem issues. I don't know why you feel like this is important. Like, so I was not only hurt by it, but I was also aware that was just a bad idea. Like, what? Why would you give that advice to a teenager? Not even advice, criticism. Why would you give that criticism to a teenager? And it wasn't like he was going out and buying me new skincare products. He was just telling me I needed to wash my face more and that I was dirty. I'm like, thanks. I wash my face every day, dude. I don't know what you want from me. Like, I'm already doing what I can, but I am a teenager. And I had friends with much worse acne than me, so it was even more stupid. Because then I would go to school. Like, there was one time in particular, I went to school like actually crying because of that. And my friend who has, God, I can't remember. There's a name for having like really bad acne, like constantly. And she had it, and she was just looking at me like, "Your dad is like an idiot, okay? Like this is bad acne." You do not have bad acne, and I'm still cute with bad acne. Like what? This is not a problem. Like what? And I was like, I know, but it still hurt my feelings. Oh, don't be.
Aren't you glad to be a grown up now?
Yeah, I am. And I'm glad to be with somebody who is encouraging and supportive. Like And I had to unlearn some of those things because I didn't realize that I was critical in the same way. Like, I tried to be more constructive and less destructive, but I was still doing the same kind of things to Nathan because Nathan also has, it's not even an acne problem. It's just that he has acne. Like, it's really, I don't really think it's that bad, but his mom always gave him shit for having acne too. And they tried all these products and it's like, but I'm just kind of like, I'm an adult now. I'm surrounded by people who also get acne sometimes, and it's really not that big of a deal. I do what I can to take care of my skin. If I get the occasional pimple, then I have the occasional pimple, and I also it doesn't detract from my overall face. When I look in the mirror and all I see is the pimple in the middle of my forehead, I'm the only one who sees it. Like when you oh god, I've been talking for so long. I'm just gonna shut up now. I'm totally going off on a rant. I'm just gonna cut that off right now. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Chris says he cries every day, but he cries thug tears. Not sure what thug tears are, but I believe
until after I was done taking that drink to say thug tears.
You didn't wait until I was finished swallowing my bite of burrito before you started the stream.
You're right, I deserve that. I absolutely deserve that. Chris and your thug tears. If you you ever start making merch, Chris, you need to make a shirt that says, I cry every day. I cry thug tears. Because I will wear that shirt.
Speaking of merch, just in case anyone doesn't know, we have a merch store.
We have a merch store.
Me and Xcult Baby in Narardia. And I don't know if you have it linked.
Oh, shit, I don't have it linked. You need to send me the link, and I'm going to put it in my default description uploads thingy.
Okay. I'll grab it. But yeah, we've had this merch store for like, what has it been, like a month or two?
Something like that.
And yet to make a single sale on it.
I also have my own Teespring, and I haven't made any sales either, but I'm okay with that.
I'm not surprised. It's not like we're big, famous YouTubers or something.
And even then, if I'm being honest, when I haven't bought anybody else's merch either, because whenever I see it, I'm self-conscious. So whenever I see somebody's merch that has like a funny phrase on it, I'm like, that's so niche. Only other people who watch this channel will get it. And I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with explaining that my shirt to people, which is a stupid thought process, but it's the thought process that I have.
I wouldn't say it's stupid. There's the store, just so y'all know. I wouldn't say it's stupid. It's just, how you think. I gotta reselect all this so that later I can use it.
But I know in my head that I really shouldn't give a shit if other people like my t-shirts or not, because I like my t-shirt. And that's all that matters.
My chair is spinning.
Those are cute pants.
This is actually a blanket that I have on my lap.
Okay, well, cute blanket.
Thank you. My pants are even cuter. Where is it? There it is. That's not how you sign a sticker. That's what I'm trying to show you.
That's a good ass sticker.
And then on this one, I have one that's just, I don't remember where I got this sticker. It's like the atheist symbol, like what I have on my wrist.
Which I will get eventually. When I finally get out of this cage that is my apartment, I will get my atheist tattoo.
And hopefully we can shut it off.
No, my jelly bean. I dropped it.
Oh. Was it a good flavor?
I mean, they're all good flavors.
I've never liked jelly beans. My pants, though, are cuter than the blanket. I'm trying to get rid of this blanket so I can show you. My pants have Jack Skellington's face all over them.
Of course they do.
I got them for Christmas. My legs are cold now. It's always really cold in my house because the bedroom...
Does he basically live in a shed?
Yeah, I basically live in the shed. But the bedroom is, like, way warmer than the rest of the house for some reason, and so you have to keep it cool so that whoever's in there can sleep, but then the rest of the house is freezing. And there's like almost always someone sleeping in the bedroom because
you work
like I sleep at night like a normal person, and my boyfriend works overnight, so he's like sleeping right now.
Goddamn. That sucks.
There are worse things. I have heating. I have AC. I have food. I have so much food. We went out and bought a bunch of food to prepare for, like, being quarantined and stuff so that we wouldn't have to go out again.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't, like, buy a whole bunch of any one thing.
Yeah, you weren't panic buying. You were just buying in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Except we did buy a lot of Uncrustables. We eat an ungodly amount of Uncrustables. The strawberry ones. Grape is shit.
Fuck you. Grape jelly is the way to go.
I've never liked grape flavored anything.
You missed that out.
No, I'm not, because I don't like it.
Fair enough.
I'd be missing out if I liked it but wasn't eating it.
I'm a grape head now.
Does it taste like grape?
I don't know. I don't put my hair in my mouth, Sarah.
But if it doesn't taste like grape, that doesn't, like, count. Because under that same logic, I have cherry?
Black cherry.
Head?
Black cherry.
Black cherry head. Mm. I can hear him causing trouble, but I don't know what he's doing.
Which one?
Salem. Oliver's asleep on the recliner.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, big mood. I know my pet's making trouble in the other room, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get him later.
I'll find out later. If I hear like a big crash, I'll get up and go check.
Mm-hmm.
Gus
used to be so well behaved. I don't know what happened to him that he's naughty now.
Was it right about when you guys got Dr. Salami?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's probably
She's a bad influence.
She is. Now, when he gets up on tables and stuff, sometimes he knocks things over. You know, when cats will just knock things over for no reason. Gus never used to do that. And now all of a sudden, he does. But it's usually not big things. But the other day, he went for a full can of soda and just was like, and we were being like, no. But it was a closed can of soda, so it would have been fine anyway. It just would have gotten shaken
Unless
up.
It like burst.
No, it would have been landed on carpet. It would have been fine. But it still would have been like, dude, now I gotta put this back in the fridge and get a different one because this one's gonna explode when I open it.
Mm-hmm.
But he never used to do that. And he never used to pee on things that were not the litter box. Again, until Dr. Salami showed up, and then he started doing that.
Oliver's awful about that. If his litter box isn't like pristinely, perfectly clean, he'll pee on something else. Usually on a blanket.
It doesn't need to be pristine. It just needs to be decent. And we have 2 giant litter boxes, but I'm just so bad about keeping up with it. I usually only do it like every 2 days or something like that. I usually don't let it get out of hand to the point where it's like, yeah, I wouldn't pee in that litter box either. But sometimes he'll just pee on the furniture. And it's gotten to the point where it's like, well, I guess when we move, we're not taking that chair with us or that chair because wherever we move to, I don't want it to smell like cat piss.
You should see how bad our recliner looks from them scratching it.
Honestly, I'd rather have a scratched up recliner than one that smells like piss.
It's also got like a giant like tear in the foot part, so like the metal's sticking. My furniture is shit. Most of the furniture we own, we got for free. All the furniture we own, we got for free from like family or like off Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So none of it's good.
See, Nathan and I have a really nice leather not recliner, a leather sectional, which he bought. But he bought it when we moved in with his sister. So it's still at his sister's house because we could not fit any piece of the sectional up the stairs. Like the hallway was so skinny, we could not get them upstairs. So
that's unfortunate.
When we move, we'll get back the sectional, but I really hope that by then Dr. Salami's previous owner has her again, because when I have my nice sectional back, I do not want it to get peed on. I'm okay with a little bit of claw marks because it already has some, because she had a cat and she has a dog. So it's like, whatever. It already has some scratches on it. I can live with that. But goddamn, I do not want my nice furniture to smell like piss, because the furniture we have now is old and used, so it's like, whatever, when we move, we'll get rid of it. It's fine. But my sectional better stay nice or I will be pissed.
I've been wanting a new couch for so long. Ugh, I hate my crappy furniture. Like, it's fine to have crappy furniture, don't get me wrong. I'm fine with that. But, like, the recliner has metal sticking out of it. That's pretty uncomfortable. The couch has, like, it's like 2 recliners. One of them doesn't work because it's supposed to be like a button. And then in the middle, there's like a cup holder thing. So you can't even cuddle on the couch very well. So I hate that.
Yeah, that's no good.
Everything else is fine. You know, the coffee table is totally fine. The kitchen table is kind of a mess and old, but fine, you know. But the recliner and couch. God, I sound so spoiled right now.
You don't sound spoiled. Oh, you don't.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Well, now that I've finished off this mason jar of water... Oh, there's actually a little sip left. Never mind. Hold on. Ta-da! Over a pint of water.
Damn.
In like 2 hours. I'm happy for myself. But now that I finished it, I really do have to pee. So let's say this is the end of the live stream. It seems like a good place to end it, 1 hour and 15 in. We've entertained people for a little while. We've gotten some socialization.
Before we do that, can we answer Chris's question real quick?
What did Chris ask? Hold on. I don't see it. I think oh, there we go. What is cuddling? Well, Chris, when two people like each other enough to want to have physical contact, they do something where they hug while they're also sitting or laying down.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
It's not just like a standing up hug. It's like a sitting down or laying down hug. That's it. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to describe what cuddling is.
Yeah. Like when you're sitting there with your arm around someone, is that cuddling? Maybe if they have their head on your shoulder.
If it's just an arm, I wouldn't call that cuddling. But if you're both leaning into it, I would call that cuddling.
That's nice. That's a nice sensation.
It is a nice sensation. Too bad that I don't have any furniture that I can cuddle Nathan while sitting on, because all of our chairs are like single-person chairs because we don't have our fucking couch. I will never not be upset about that. About not having my nice sectional in my apartment. But honestly, I don't even know where we would fit it, because our apartment is small and that sectional is fucking huge. Can't wait till we actually live somewhere where we have room for it.
Oh, nice. All right, you gotta pee. I gotta do homework.
Yes. This has been lovely. Thank you, everyone, for coming and for spending some time with us. I hope that we kept you a little bit sane in the middle of this this quarantine, self-isolation. Everybody, stay safe. Stay healthy. Drink lots of water. Do some skincare. Do some self-care.
Maybe some exercising.
We should probably be exercising. Or not, but we should be.
Speak for yourself. Yeah. I've been exercising every day.
Okay, well, fuck you.
I've been good about it.
I haven't been, okay? Just throw me under the bus. That's fine. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.